In 1980s Hollywood, adult film star and aspiring actress Maxine Minks finally gets her big break. But as a mysterious killer stalks the starlets of Hollywood, a trail of blood threatens to reveal her sinister past. This week we watched MaXXXine.
Hello?
Oh my god, we're back. Hi.
Hi, we're back.
Welcome to Horror Legend. I'm your host, Chris.
And I am Chris.
Sylvia.
And I am Sylvia.
Sylvia Plath.
And I am Legend. Not the movie, just the person.
Today we watched the third in a trilogy.
The trilogy
of movies from some director and my brain. It's Ari Aster.
I got it.
All
No,
right.
it's not Ari Aster.
Who is it? Who did this?
Ty West.
Ty West. I get names confused all the
Ari
time.
Aster is Hereditary.
All the time I get names confused. Anyway.
Yes, we got the...
This is Osgood Perkins, right?
Yeah.
We watched MaXXXine.
Yes.
MaXXXine. I'm
M-A...
assuming that's how you pronounce it.
MaXXXine.
Yeah.
MaXXXine. Yes, the third of the trilogy, of the X trilogy from Ty West.
Was that what? There's 3 X's?
Yeah.
Oh my, the layers.
Well, also,
Sorry, I'm
the
sorry.
adult
I
film
know.
star.
It's just the layers.
The layers. The openings. Yeah, the X trilogy of X, Pearl, and MaXXXine, which does not take place in that order, but
Chronologically, no.
No.
The way you
but
watch
they came
it,
out,
yes.
Yes, obviously Pearl is a prequel to X, but yeah, we watched MaXXXine. Came out in 2024, directed by Ty West. Of X, Pearl, and also The House of the Devil and The Innkeepers.
Yeah.
Hoping for more.
I can't remember who directs what, and I'm sorry.
It's
Like, I know these names.
This is why I'm here.
But I don't know which one is which. Really bad at it.
Yeah, I'm excited to see more from him, hopefully in the near future, because I think he's a great director.
Yeah.
And I think he's very good at filming a movie for the time period that it takes place in.
Yeah.
That's like his thing, is very good at doing that.
And you get the feel of it, the feel of that time, too. I think he does a really good job of
Yes,
that.
yeah, definitely. This one we got Mia Goth coming back, of course, as MaXXXine. And then we got some new people. This one.
I should hope so.
I
'Cause
should
most
hope
of them are dead
so.
from the other ones.
People like Elizabeth Debicki, who played the director, the British director.
I liked her. She looked 80s as well with those huge shoulder pads.
Oh, very much. I know she's been in other stuff, and I'm
And
trying to remember.
that hair, Nagel hair,
Oh, yeah. She was in Christopher Nolan's Tenet. She's been in.
Okay.
She's in the Guardians of the Galaxy. That's how I know her. She's the gold painted woman with Adam Warlock.
Oh.
That's how I know who she is. Okay. Yeah, she was in Tenet, Cloverfield Paradox, Guardians of the Galaxy. There was another one on here. Oh, The Great Gatsby, the newer version of The Great Gatsby, with Leonardo DiCaprio. I never watched it. I am not a huge Baz Luhrmann fan.
I didn't like it that much.
I think he's the one who did Moulin Rouge.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I know this is
it.
probably a very controversial opinion. I'm not a huge fan of Moulin Rouge.
I don't like it.
It's way too chaotic. It makes no fucking sense.
Yeah. I thought it was just all images that are flashed too much and
he's a very
just like all style though.
He's a very visual person.
Yeah, which
But
is
be a
fine.
photographer.
Yeah. No, it's true. Make an art film.
But make an art film. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not a huge fan of Moulin Rouge. I know that it's a very controversial take since everybody fucking loves Moulin Rouge.
I don't.
Minus us. We have I'm trying to think who else. Oh, Sophie Thatcher's in this. Very small part, but she's in it, Heretic and Yellow Jackets and Companion. She's amazing. I love her so much. I really hope to see her in more horror movies and in more movies in general. She's a really good actor.
Yeah.
Giancarlo Esposito of Breaking Bad fame, of course. And
I never watched Breaking Bad. But
it's really good.
I saw him in The Mandalorian.
The Mandalorian.
Like
He's
other things he's been in.
He seems like such a nice person, and yet he's so good at playing villains.
He is.
He's very good at playing villains.
If you look into his life, it's been kind of dark, so maybe that's why.
Yeah. Halsey's in this for a little bit.
See, I didn't even notice her. I don't know. I don't think I know what Halsey looks
yeah,
like.
she had a very small part.
I don't think I know what she looks like.
Moses Sumney, who played Leon, he's the one who ran the video store.
Oh, he's hot.
He's so cute.
He's hot.
He's so cute. I'm like, I don't. Ugh. Okay. It's just the prince. He's so cute. And Simon Prass, who played, I think he's the one who played. Yeah, he played the dad, the pastor, and everything. It's kind of all over the place. Deborah Geffner, a lot of people.
I like how the dad was really just a big old queen who wanted gay. It's so funny.
He was so gay.
It's so funny.
Such a crazy way to show like the hypocrisy of like weird Christian. It's like Southern Baptist shit, because you know that shit in the tent and all that. That's Southern Baptist. That shit's Southern Baptist. That's some Chick-fil-A Southern Baptist shit. Right?
Evangelical crazy.
Crazy shit. Yeah.
MaXXXine. No, I'm not going to keep saying it. MaXXXine is determined. MaXXXine Minx. I love her name. Is determined to break into mainstream movies.
Yes.
And escape the clutches of the adult film world. Forever. How? Why?
Don't you want to get fucked your whole life?
Well, she's like what, like 30 something. So
she says she's turning 33.
Oh, so she's dead in the adult film world. Yeah, just dead.
Yeah.
But you know, there's plenty of like stepmom stuff she could do. There's a lot of that.
What are you doing, stepmom?
I think that's like the most popular thing, you know, right?
Stepmom got stuck in a dryer.
However, her journey is shadowed by a growing terror. The presence of a brutal serial killer known as the Night Stalker.
Yes, Richard Ramirez, the Night Stalker.
Yes, a real serial killer.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yes. A very real serial killer.
Yeah.
But unlike Ryan Murphy, this movie does not glorify that shit.
No, not at all. In fact, they don't even
show him.
They don't even show his face.
Yeah.
Even from police footage and things like they don't.
They just show the sketch artist stuff because they are still looking for him, have not caught him. They actually in this movie they don't know who he is. They just have the
at the end they catch him, but they only show like news footage that's from the back. You don't see his face. So
most of the movie they are still looking for him, so they don't know who he is. So he's just referred to as the Night Stalker. Yeah.
Who has been terrorizing the city by murdering young women in a gruesome, satanic manner.
I know people always talk about how New York in the 70s and 80s was really messed up, which it was.
Yeah.
But nobody fully talks about how messed up Los Angeles was in the 70s and 80s. Especially when you have stuff like the Night Stalker.
Yeah.
And I think weird cult shit and a bunch of other stuff going on.
Yeah, there's also like the Satanic Panic.
The Satanic Panic. I mean, God, Dungeons and Dragons was of the devil. This is the devil. Yeah.
As Maxine navigates her auditions and the challenges of her career, tragedy strikes close to home. Two of her closest friends become victims of the Night Stalker's reign of terror.
Yes.
I feel like this just skipped an enormous amount of stuff, but that's okay.
It really did, actually. I mean, it even was her audition at the beginning of the movie.
Yeah, it really didn't talk about that.
Which we can mention at the beginning of the movie.
Let's talk about little things. And just go off of this a little bit, because come on. Okay.
This sucks. The beginning of the movie, it opens like the other two do, where you have, instead of like the barn doors opening up in Pearl, you have like a huge like studio door opening up for an audition. The studio doors open. And there's always that square in the beginning, and then with this one, it's just her walking in, door closing, trapped. I feel like the other ones, it's like door opens, looks like 16mm film, and then it pushes out to bigger film, which is like how you would kind of do that with the aspect ratio, which is kind of cool. I can't remember if X was the barn still.
X was also the barn.
Yeah. So, I love that he kind of...
Except in Pearl, it was Technicolor.
It was the Technicolor.
It was grainy 7.
It was a grainy 7, but yeah, I still see these as like X being kind of the Texas Chainsaw 70s movie. Pearl being the Technicolor Wizard of Oz Psycho movie, and MaXXXine being the cheesy slasher 80s movie.
Yeah, which goes into that, which we discussed last time, that Italian horror
into that Italian
genre, whatever it was
genre,
called. Yeah,
which is like
towards
weirdly
the end,
cultish and religious and
yeah, that's like all the way towards the end.
Yeah,
but
yeah, it really only does that in the last like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like it does that, the audition, and again, he's really good at just like, you know, we had her monologue in Pearl, we had her monologue in Act, where they're just like staring at the camera, like, it's just like one shot.
Yeah.
And we had it right in the beginning of this one. It's when she's auditioning for the movie that she wants to do.
Yeah.
The Puritan 2.
Yeah.
Which the director is so crazy for being like a horror sequel of like a B horror movie that she's like, we have A ideas and a
I know,
B
it's so
movie. And I just love that it's like it seems like a very serious audition and she wants to do whatever, and then of course like right at the end they're like, all right, can you remove your top so we can see your breasts?
She's like, sure.
It's just Hollywood.
It's kind of funny because it does harken back to Pearl and X, where it's like, especially Pearl, where she wants to be famous from this like
so bad
this little like traveling, you know, production around the state thing, and then in this one I think she's trying to get into like huge mainstream notoriety from going from porn to horror.
Yeah.
You know, which is not like a bad, you know, I'm not saying anything bad.
Honestly, back then that was a pretty easy leap.
But like, yeah, because back then these weren't respected at all. Like horror was less respected than it is now.
Yeah.
Like it just was crap.
I was going to say, I go as far as to say horror is still not respected the way it should be, but
not in the same way.
Way
like
less back then.
Because this like kind of shows you the same thing as like Pearl thinking like this is her big break. Her thinking that this is going to be like, you know, but like at that time, like starring in a horror movie like that, you wouldn't have really gotten anywhere. You wouldn't have been A-list, you know?
No, definitely not. And a lot of people got their start in horror.
Yeah, for sure.
Back then
later.
As a first thing, but later on, they kind of shunned it.
Exactly.
Like Jennifer Aniston and Leprechaun and Joseph Gordon-Levitt, Halloween H2O, things like that.
Except for Jamie Lee Curtis, who fully embraced it.
Yeah, fully embraced it. I think it's because her mom was, you know, Psycho and that fame and
yeah. I mean,
her dad was also Tony Curtis.
She did have she had a cushion to fall back on. Let's put it that way.
She had like,
so she could do that.
Yeah, that's the thing is like a lot of people get mad about the whole nepo baby thing a little bit, but it's like if you got it, use it.
I mean, I think
if my mom was a filmmaker and I wanted to be an actor in film, I'm gonna fucking use that shit.
Use it. I think she found
your dad's Tony Curtis, your mom's Janet Leigh.
She found her own way too in that.
You have to a little bit, especially with horror. Yeah.
You know.
Because again, horror is not as respected as the other ones. But yeah, a lot of people and people forget that a lot of people start out in horror. It's not a bad place to start.
Yeah.
Like ever, because they're always making those.
B. Arthur. No, I'm just kidding.
B. Arthur. B. Arthur in her B horror movie.
She was the original Shape.
Oh my god. She was the man in the mask. You know, and I went on like a pretty already good rant about this last episode. But a lot of people get their start in horror, so it's cool that like even in this movie they're like when you're making a leap to actual filmmaking, they're going from porn to horror.
Yeah.
As a lot of the times, it's the same kind of emotions and reactions to shit.
Well, yeah, in these 80s slasher films, many of them, they were just women with their tops off that looked beautiful.
Well, like softcore porn.
It was softcore porn.
Basically.
So, I mean...
Some of them,
some of them, no.
Some of them obviously were, you know, more high-end budget, whatever, but when you have, like, lower-end budget ones, and it's an easy transition back then.
It was an easy transition, and it was easy sell. You know, like, you could easily just get these movies out, and, like, someone would watch them for whatever reason.
There was those people who would pump them out like crazy because they knew they would make money off of people wanting to be scared.
Yeah. It wasn't like The Exorcist and other movies like that became... That were a little... There was some thought behind it. That,
well, and The Exorcist came out in 73.
Yeah.
And the Alien, 79.
Yeah.
Halloween was even before that in 78. So it's like...
Yeah.
You have those certain directors who really believed or really liked that genre and wanted to do it. And then you had the B horror movies underneath it.
Yeah.
I'm just like, sleepaway camp. Like, things like that. Which, you know, a lot of that stuff is considered problematic today and whatever, but like back then it was crazy. Or you have like Evil Dead, which would be considered like a B cult classic.
Yeah.
But inspiring to filmmakers who... Yeah. Oh, Evil Dead's amazing. But inspiring to filmmakers who know that it's literally just a group of college kids who went in the forest and filmed a fucking crazy-ass movie. Like, that's so cool. Like, that's fun.
Yeah.
Like, but yeah, she auditions for a horror movie here, and it's a good transition, and then it sets up the whole... I love it when she leaves the audition. You might as well go home because I fucking nailed that. It's just like... What I love about the transition of Pearl to X to MaXXXine is Pearl is very introverted, scared, shy, whatever.
Sort of.
And she, like, wants something so bad.
Yeah.
But, like, doesn't have the confidence to, like, fully get it. And then she meets... MaXXXine in X, and she's like, there's something special about this girl, and you can tell that she's jealous, and that there's something like she likes about it.
I love it. There's something about this girl.
Yeah.
She looks exactly like you.
She looks exactly like you. No, but she's like,
there's something I can't put my finger on.
She hates blondes. She's a brunette. There's something special about her. Jealous of her, whatever. And it's basically like, you basically see that transition of, yeah, you didn't make it, but I'm still fucking going to no matter what you do to me.
Yeah.
And then we get MaXXXine where she's blonde.
She becomes blonde. She's like platinum blonde.
Platinum blonde.
Which I think is great.
Yeah, and then actually does make a name for herself.
Yeah.
So she kind of got what Pearl didn't get.
She got what Pearl didn't get because she became what Pearl hated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
but it's like, you see that transition.
Yeah.
Which is kind of crazy.
Yeah.
And like the parallels of these people who like want the same thing, who end up in completely different situations.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, that's why the trilogy itself is cool.
Yeah. Amidst basically two of her friends from adult films and dancing, I think. They were dancers, right? Or something?
Strippers and adult film stars, and one of them was, I don't know what those are called, those things where you would go in and you pay a quarter and you could see like a woman in a private room.
Like a dancer. A private dancer. Private dancer. Dancer for money.
Dancer for money, yeah.
Any old... Sorry.
Hold me closer, tiny dancer, yeah.
Amidst the grief and chaos of her friends being killed by supposedly the Night Stalker.
Yeah.
MaXXXine receives a mysterious tape from an unknown sender. Soon after, she finds a cryptic note with a phone number on it. When she calls, she comes face to face with her stalker, who chillingly threatens to destroy her dreams of becoming a movie star.
Yeah, it's the tape that she gets as the police evidence, and it's her in the porn that they were making in X.
Yeah.
At the farmhouse. And it's just funny because, like, the stalker, who was Kevin Bacon. Oh, I forgot. Kevin Bacon's in this movie.
Yeah. Kevin Bacon.
Kevin Bacon. 7 Degrees, Kevin Bacon.
Never far away.
Never that far away, Kevin Bacon.
That far away, Kevin Bacon.
But he tries to he tries to blackmail her, and he's like, yeah, all these people died on that farm. Nobody knows who killed Howard and Pearl, whoever. And it's like, obviously she did. Well, she killed Pearl.
Yeah.
Howard died of a heart attack after, getting scared the shit out of himself. But he's like going after her for that, even though the Pearl and Howard are the one that killed everybody else on that fucking farm, and it was self-defense.
Well, no one knows that.
Nobody knows that.
And you wouldn't know that.
And you wouldn't know that. Yeah. But yeah, it's that's one thing I wish they would explain a little more, is how they got that information. Because the police.
Her dad.
Well, yeah. Well, her dad. Well, the police at the end of X don't know, and then all of a sudden now this guy's got these tapes from the police and all this stuff. It might but yeah, he's trying to basically blackmail.
Well, where they are, I imagine her dad could pull strings.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he was like a celebrity of the evangelical, community there.
Yeah.
In that town, even so. That's what I'm assuming. I don't know.
I mean, probably.
Despite the fear and uncertainty, MaXXXine refuses to let go of her aspirations. She heads to the set of Puritan 2, where she meets the seasoned actress Molly Bennett, who offers her invaluable advice and encouragement.
And then calls her Nadine.
There's like a Nadine. There's an ad for like a vermin killer, like mice killer on here, and it's someone feeding bleach to a mouse.
Fantastic.
And I can't stop looking at it. There's like this. What the fuck is this?
What in the fuck? Do you have mice in your house? In parentheses, do this as it's
do this.
Feed bleach to a mouse.
Like pouring bleach on a mouse.
Oh my god.
Fuck? Oh my god. It's terrible. Okay.
Made with AI. And then she meets the actress and gives her advice. Do whatever the director tells you. This director trusts, gives work to people that she trusts, whatever. But even before she visits, she's at the Puritan set. They travel around the Universal set.
Yeah.
Which is crazy because it's A24. I don't know if Universal helped with this in any way, actually, but
they had to.
I mean, Universal gave them free run of the Universal film lot.
Yeah.
Because she takes her to the Bates Motel,
and
the house and everything, and she's like, this is famous because of this and whatever, and do all this stuff, and then she's like taking her around. She's like, how would this all looks so real even though it's so fucking fake? It's just cool that they're just using the fucking film lot. Universal, the one that you would even take a tour. You would take the tour of.
Yeah.
Do the thing. I remember, because you pass through the Bates Motel and they have the actor come out as Norman Bates and whatever.
Uh-huh.
But I remember going through the city part, and then if you turn to the left, there was the big. There was actually a big Roman part, and that's where Kubrick filmed part of Spartacus, I think.
Oh.
And then by the Bates Motel, there was that pond where Norman Bates would put his victims in the cars, and then across from it was the model of the boat in King Kong, Peter Jackson's King Kong, of where he would film the miniatures. That he filmed it on the same pond where Norman Bates was putting his thing, which is kind of funny. And then they had the entire Grinch set still up, and I think part of maybe the War of the Worlds. I don't know. There was a crash airplane set and everything. But yeah, it's cool that they just let them have free reign.
Yeah.
Of it. I don't know how involved Universal was in the movie, but obviously they were a little bit if they were letting me film on. But yeah, I just thought that was cool.
Yeah. Molly says, good luck, kid. Gotta go to a party in the hills tonight. And
this is the fourth time she's heard that somebody's going to a party in the hills.
Yeah, they're going to parties in the hills. And she says,
party in the hills.
Good luck, Nadine. Nadine.
Nice to meet you, Nadine. Sorry, she was actually British.
What movie has a character named Nadine in it? That's gonna bother me now. Nadine. I don't know. That's gonna bother me. Anyway, it's not a common name, so I'm just kind of thinking of a movie that has something in it. But anyway.
Oh, also, a callback to Pearl was when she's smoking outside of the place she's at, and she puts out her cigarette. The Hollywood star that she's on is Theda Bara.
Yeah.
The name of the alligator, Pearl's alligator, and you see the Cleopatra poster outside the which is cool.
And there's a Angeline billboard up.
Yeah,
which is kind of a parallel to MaXXXine anyway, honestly.
Yeah.
So, as she tries to focus on her work, the Night Stalker strikes again.
Oh yeah!
This time claiming the life of her friend Leon.
Just so sad because he was so hot.
It's always so much sadder when they're hot.
I loved his style though, the cut off vest with the freaking. I was this is so classic 80s or stereotypical 80s outfit. Because you see a lot of that stuff, and then you get somebody from the 80s to watch that type of stuff, and they're like, nobody really dressed like that, whatever. And it's okay, well, some people do.
I think very stereotypical 90s stuff is funny because I'm I don't know anyone that dresses.
I don't remember it
like that.
I remember some of it.
Yeah.
But not when people if you see pictures of me as a kid and I'm still wearing baggy sweater and like pants, but I'm not wearing like neon windbreakers and shit. Because you know that was such like a '90s thing where people like moon shoes with the neon windbreakers and the thing.
That's
very
that's like late '80s.
It was like late '80s, early '90s. Yeah,
was neons. Everything was neon.
The funniest picture on a tangent here. The funniest picture I've seen of that is a whole family wearing the same color of neon windbreaker, and the thing just says, "The wind never stood a damn chance." Kills me every time. But yeah, I don't remember overly stereotypical things in the '90s. But a lot of my mom's friends back then were like skateboarders, which was pretty stereotypical in the '90s. Skateboarders. Graffiti artists, which is another thing in the '90s that was pretty crazy, was street art graffiti artists, drag queens, DJs. Like her friend was a big DJ at raves and stuff like that. Like I was going to raves when I was 7, just like hanging out, just because like her friend was DJing and stuff like that. Like it was, Seattle was fun. But yeah, like I remember some stereotypical '90s things, but not like. It's like how, people who lived through the 80s looking back at...
Why are you talking to me? No,
looking back at movies now and being like, yeah, not everybody dressed like that. That wasn't like a huge... Like, you're just taking one thing and making it like
I did wear flannel in the 90s, though.
Oh, flannel was a huge 90s thing. Yeah. But, I mean, Nirvana and punk made that shit. Like,
the grunge stuff.
The grunge thing was an actual thing.
For sure.
Talking about my generation.
Jeremy around. Sorry. I actually never liked Pearl Jam. I don't really care.
Pearl Jam. Stone Temple Pilots?
I didn't. Yeah. Hole, on the other hand, I fucking love Courtney Love, so.
She makes, her music's not bad.
I love her.
She's just crazy.
I love her too. She's fucking crazy.
I mean, for me, it was a lot of it was Bjork, Madonna.
Well, yeah, if we're talking '90s divas,
'90s shit. A lot of it was
it's Bjork.
Yeah.
Tori Amos.
Oh yeah.
And PJ Harvey.
Mine was Bjork. I went to a Bjork concert when I was like in preschool.
Really, I've never been to a Bjork concert. I would love to.
I mean, she stopped. Well, she probably does it now, but she stopped in the '90s because of that stalker she had. I mean, she does again. That was. I've seen that. Have you seen that video? Because that video is scary. The stalker video. Oh my god! Yeah. Like, of course you would stop.
Yeah.
Like for a little bit. That's insane.
Yeah.
But yeah, Bjork and Madonna, and my mom was all about old school hip hop, like Run DMC, Grandmaster Flash, like all that stuff, like Biggie, like all about it. Like, so our house was all over.
I like Missy Elliott.
Oh, Missy Elliott, fire! I think one of her songs was just named like the best song of like whatever, like last 2 decades or something like that. I can't remember.
It's funny because like this kind of goes for every music in general, but like I just don't listen to like straight cis men. Like I just don't.
I think I have some.
And most hip hop is straight cis men, so I don't listen to most of it, but I listen to the women.
Yeah. Oh, I'm done. We just talked about it too. The Beastie Boys. That was a huge one for me too.
Yeah, I was okay with them. I didn't. It wasn't something I listened to.
But they were also 80s. They were 80s and 90s. I think. Yeah.
I don't know when they started. I have no idea.
They were Beastie Boys were awesome. Their music videos were so crazy. I feel like a lot of people like experimented a lot more. 80s, 90s, early 2000s, like with how they did ads and how they did music videos and how they did like
it was
everything.
New in the 80s. Yeah. So they definitely were
very
experimental with it.
But I saw an Instagram post that was like ads were like so much crazier in like the early 2000s. You have like a picture of like Bjork and it's all like out of focus and it's like her album thing, and then you have like the weird PlayStation album or PlayStation ad where it's like some like bald guy who looks like he's in the Matrix with like a thing in the back of his head, and like they like experimented the shit out of his ads. Tangent.
Yeah, tangents. I mean, this is actually a pretty short synopsis, so it doesn't really matter if we go on tangents. Again, like I don't know why these are so short sometimes. MaXXXine finds herself under scrutiny of detectives because of the deaths of her friends.
Oh, that's what I forgot too. God, the cast list on IMDb is so all over the place because they try to do an order of appearance sometimes, and I'm like, stop it. Bobby Cannavale, who's been in a shit ton of stuff, who is very...
I know his face, but I don't know... I can't think.
He's been in so much. He's such a good actor. I can't believe I forgot him out of this. But yeah, Bobby Cannavale, who plays one of the detectives, and
is it
Michelle...
Is it Cannavale? Cannavale?
I don't know. I've heard Cannavale, but I don't
know. Oh, okay. I don't know. I thought I heard someone say it that way. Anyway.
Could be Cannavale, too. And then also Michelle Monaghan, who's the other detective, who's been also in a lot of stuff. And I can't fully remember. Oh, she was in the most recent season of The White Lotus.
Okay, I know.
And I swear... No, I think there's somebody else for the other one. But she's been in a lot of stuff. Mission Impossible and... things like that.
So what can happen is, from now on, there's a drinking game when he mentions The Shining, and there's also a drinking game when I say I haven't seen that.
If you want to get hammered. If you want to get real fucking hammered.
I haven't seen a whole lot. And it's hard for me to get into a series of shows, like when every episode is an hour and something. I give up. I give up unless it's insanely entertaining to me. I give up.
Oh my god. Oh, and Lily Collins plays Molly, and she's Emily and Emily in Paris, and a bunch of other fucking. She's been in a bunch of stuff too. Huh. I just forgot about her. I guess she was in. She was in Extremely Wicked, Shockingly Evil, and Vile, which I heard is fucking terrible to tell the story of Ted Bundy, but whatever.
Huh. Guess what? I haven't seen it.
Take a shot. But yeah, like sometimes I don't know. Sometimes IMDb, when they do like the cast list, they try to do it in order of appearance, and then I miss like actual people whenever we're going through it. But I mean, I can mention it when we bring it up.
But anyway, she finds herself under scrutiny from these detectives, one of whom is playing bad cop, and it's hilarious.
Bobby Cannavale or Cannavale, either way, Cannavale. He is because he wanted to be an actor.
Yeah.
So he's like trying to play it up.
Yeah.
And he's like, "What, you didn't like that performance?" I just love that he's trying to play it up, and he's like not really like that. He's just trying to do the whole performance.
Yeah. She remains tight-lipped, unwilling to divulge details about her connections to the victims.
Those lips are tight as fuck.
I almost made a joke about just because she was
an adult
porn,
yeah.
you know,
something about tight lips.
Anyway, determined to put an end to the nightmare, she seeks the help of her movie agent. He's an agent and her he's an entertainment lawyer.
I love it. Like, so it's Juan Carlo Esposito, and I just love that he's the type of agent that like everybody wishes they had, which is the guy that goes way out of their way to like make sure that you're taken care of.
Murder and covering things
up.
Oh, and the wig. His wig was
fantastic.
Great, loved it.
He's such a good actor.
He really is.
And I'm glad, like, because you told me that he went through some like dark stuff and was even planning on.
He was planning on making his death look like a accident
so that his kids
could get money. Because he was really on the outs at the time. So.
Until Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
Which catapulted his thing crazy. And he's like so good at playing villains. Obviously, he's good at playing other characters, but he's so good at playing villains, and he's just such a good actor in general. I feel comfortable watching a movie every time if I see him.
I don't even know if he was a villain in this, honestly, in a way.
No, in this he was.
I mean, he is, and he's
in this
not,
he's kind of like an anti-hero situation.
Yeah.
But he's so good.
Yeah.
At what he does.
She seeks the help of Juan Carlo Esposito. And a trusted friend from the film industry, and a trusted film from the film industry. Together, they devise a plan to confront her tormentor once and for all.
Kevin Bacon.
And
I think it's skipped it, but he ends up like chasing her through the fucking Universal lot at some point, just like totally trying to chase her down. And then that's when she like goes to him and just gets sick of it.
First, she meets him at the top floor of a hotel in like the restaurant, bar, restaurant, whatever. And that scene's great. I actually liked that scene a lot because it was just Kevin Bacon was being so skeezy and so like country lawyer, you know, like it's just hilarious.
He even says like I didn't come from fucking. He mentioned something.
He's from New Orleans,
obviously from New Orleans. Oh, the Big Easy. He's like I didn't come from the Big Easy.
I come from the Big Easy. Yeah. With an accent that very much is not New Orleans, but anyway,
it's just generic Southern.
It's generic Southern. Well, he could have been out in the country Philadelphia or something. I don't know. It's like a generic Southern accent.
And then the second time she meets him,
But I like that she walks into that meeting. He's super like, overly Southern friendly and like trying to be all like
that weird Southern
she's just
hospitality
like,
shit.
The fuck do you want?
Yeah, what do you want?
I just love that.
Because he's trying to do the Southern hospitality thing, and she's like, the fuck?
And she's doing the LA.
Yeah, LA. Yeah.
What do you want?
What do you want? The second time they meet, he's following her again, and she gets out of her car, puts her keys between her knuckles, and just beats the shit out of him, which like is awesome.
That was great too.
Then the third time is him chasing her through the lot, Universal lot, and she ends up in the Psycho house, which you can just see that the house is obviously just built on the outside and not on the inside.
Yeah.
And he gets taken off the lot.
Unlike in Murder, She Wrote.
And then he gets taken off the lot by security, but he's doing the whole like, oh, I get it, I used to be security, like that's whatever. Trying to do the Southern thing again.
But so her agent, comes to her aid and finds this guy.
Yeah,
and they set up a whole little.
She makes herself look all like, I love the makeup she does. Looks very Blade Runner.
Yeah.
Very whatever. And then dancing at the nightclub.
There's like flock of seagulls like that.
Yeah. Flock of seagulls. Lures him into the bathroom, and then she escapes through the window, and then when he comes outside, she's waiting by her manager's car, her agent's car. And the one guy comes up and smacks him in the back of the head.
But then he wakes up in his car, or
in his car at the dump.
Was it his car? Yeah, it's his car.
Yeah.
At the dump, handcuffed to the steering wheel, and then, oh, surprise, he's in the crusher. So
compactor.
And then that part's great because of just, like, the amount of blood gushing out.
Oh, the amount of blood that just drips out. And it's funny because, like, blood is a little thicker than that.
Yeah.
And yet it's dripping out like it's water.
And he's just like...
Yeah. And then, again, it's like the agent you'd want that goes above and beyond. It's like, you go do your thing.
Yeah.
We'll take care of this.
Yeah, he said, you do your thing. I'll clean this up.
We'll clean this up. We'll take care of this for you.
I love it.
His name, by the way, in it is Teddy Knight, Esquire.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Teddy Knight.
Teddy Knight.
Esquire.
Night, like Teddy Knight Esquire. So funny.
I don't know who this is. It says, in a shocking turn of events, MaXXXine confronts and kills John Labatt.
That's Kevin Bacon's character.
Oh, I thought you just said it was someone else. Oh, you're talking about Giancarlo.
I'm sorry, yeah, Giancarlo Esposito. His name is Teddy Knight Esquire.
I was going to say, but that's not what his name... Okay, sorry.
Yeah. Okay. John Labatt, or I'm guessing because it's supposed to be New Orleans, Jean Labatt is...
Jean Labatt.
Jean Labatt
Jean
is
Labatt.
Kevin Bacon's character.
All right. So, in a shocking turn of events, MaXXXine confronts and kills Jean Labatt. And I like how that's what it says in here.
Yeah.
Like, that's... Like, what terrible. Okay.
But how?
So basically, he was the one that was doing the stalker's work.
Yeah.
Like whoever was trying to like get to her, he was a hired, hand. Troubled by the detective's warnings and her own suspicions, she makes her way to a secluded mansion in the hills. Because
a mansion.
Yeah, because I forget who gave her I think it was him, gave her an address.
Give her the address, and she just never went.
She never went, but then she thought back like, oh, everyone was going to this party in the hills that died. So she's
it's Starlight. It's Starlight Drive.
122 Starlight Drive.
Yeah.
I remember that.
And it goes up to the Hollywood sign.
Yeah.
Where the house is.
Yeah.
I don't know if they let you up there still, because I know they did for a long time, but then there was that person that jumped off the H.
Yeah.
And then they stopped letting people go up there.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know if they ever opened it back up. I've never been up there, but it's...
I feel like I have. Maybe I have.
Maybe they had. Maybe
it was
maybe they do like
time
tours,
ago, when I went.
Yeah.
So.
But like the Hollywood sign is cool because it's been through like
I don't know.
It's been through so much shit. Like, I mean, I think around the 80s there was like a time when it was like falling apart, covered in graffiti, and then in the 50s it was Hollywood Land, and then they took the land off of it.
I know.
And I just find it funny because there was that game L.A. Noire where he plays the detective, and it takes place 40s, 50s. Mm-hmm. And Rockstar, who makes Grand Theft Auto, helped them do it. And we all know Grand Theft Auto, they change names of things and make it funny. Yeah. Like Hollywood is Vinewood and things like that.
Yeah.
And like, it was really telling that people don't know their history at all with things, because like L.A. Noire was supposed to be an actual detective game, So the sign said Hollywoodland because that's what it said back then. A lot of people are like, "Oh, Rockstar at it again, changing the names and shit." It's like, no, this is actual. This is actual Los Angeles. This is like actual Hollywood.
You have to realize most of the people that were probably saying that were 16 years old.
But still,
and didn't know.
It's just funny to me. Like it really just shows you like people
internet,
just don't want to look stuff up.
Here's the thing that everyone needs to know.
The internet's like
internet. No, the internet. The internet, like social media, is 13-year-olds writing shit. So you can't listen to anything.
Listen to it.
Just don't look at comments because they're all like 13-year-old idiots who don't know shit. And
yeah, it's not wrong.
I just want you all to know that.
I honestly don't know why they got rid of the land. It's kind of cool that it was Hollywoodland.
I like it too. There must be a reason. Let's look it up on the internet.
On the internet. A 13-year-old will tell me.
Well, I mean,
Just kidding.
You can go to Wikipedia where an 18-year-old wrote it. In a shocking...
Where a credible 20-year-old wrote it.
The detectives... Yes. Troubled by the detective's warning, she goes to this mansion in the hills. The detectives are now suspicious of MaXXXine, following her, hoping to uncover the truth. There in the eerie, shadowy halls of the mansion.
Which I love the way that house looks.
It's used in some... I've seen that house many times.
It's the wood paneling, it's the doors. It's
those doors.
House 70s, like 50s, mid-century, 50s, 60s, 70s, I think is.
Yeah.
I
don't know what movie it was. It has to be more than one movie. I've seen those doors in more than one movie.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. They had to have used it in something else.
I know, it's not just because it was a hallway shot.
Oh, yeah, there was a nice shot he liked of a hallway. Surprising.
Well,
there in the eerie, shadowy halls of the mansion, MaXXXine comes face to face with the horrifying revelation that the satanic killer is none other than her own father.
Yeah.
His sinister plan was to control and possess her, using the cult's twisted rituals to achieve his goal. Not really. That's not really what it was.
No.
That's kind of a crappy explanation.
Yeah, the man who's looked the same age since she was a kid.
I know. But he was trying to use her to make like a movie of that Hollywood has corrupted through Satan all of these like young girls, and like he's gonna save his daughter.
It's just funny because they're pinning it on the Night Stalker and killing all these women, and it's like you're just showing like the hypocrisy of like the Christian church of like, well, these were sinners, so we killed them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is a common horror movie element.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah.
As her father attempts to perform an exorcism on her, the detectives burst in, not guns blazing. Guns blazing indicates that they ran in shooting. They did not do that.
No, they just came in.
Guns pointed.
Guns pointed. Yeah.
Y'all, whoever wrote this,
I want to point out too this
needs to learn English.
I want to point out too the stereotypes on both sides, because when you watch a movie like The House of the Devil and you have devil worshippers, it's always like the stereotypical pentagram devil worship. Yeah. We're trying to put a baby, Satan's baby in you. Yeah. Whatever. And then on the flip side, you always have the stereotypical like Christian, like evangelical shit where it's like sinners and we're killing sinners and whatever, and they're all high and mighty about it. Well, the devil worshippers are like, we're not high and mighty about it. We just want to fucking cause chaos and kill people. So it's like there's always that like stereotypical back and forth between Christian, like evangelical horror stuff and satanic horror stuff. Because like we all know that like real like Satanists and stuff aren't really trying to do that most of the time. Because like the Church of Satan was a whole different thing.
So there's a divide in Satanism.
Yeah.
There's the Satanic Temple, which is mainly a political organization that does not believe in Satan at all, or Christianity or anything. It just doesn't believe in any of it. But then again, within that, you can believe whatever you want if you're a part of that organization. Now, the Church of Satan is a different organization that was started by Anton LaVey. Yeah. And that one does. Most of them do believe in a Satan. Some of them don't. It's like a kind of a back and forth thing. But mainly their goal is just simply to oppose Christian ideology to begin with.
It's
like,
not
anything
to sacrifice people and
when I say Christian, I mean the umbrella term, which includes Catholics.
Okay? Yeah, but it's the same. It's the same in horror, and like obviously it's horror. We know it's like whatever, but it's the same with things like Wiccans and witches, where it's like we have this stereotypical view of witches in horror who are just like eating babies and dancing naked in the woods and like summoning demons,
wearing red wigs,
out
in the forest.
But you know what I mean. Like you have the stereotypical versions of these things that are like and completely different.
Most witches and things like this are satanic as well.
Yeah, they're always anything that's not that's like magic and against God is satanic. So but because I know some people who are Satanists who believe in just like Lucifer is like he's the fallen angel and just he's a different path of whatever. Like
it's a wide range of people.
Because I never heard of the Church of Satan being like we sacrifice babies and
well they don't do that.
That's the stereotypical type of shit.
They're a little
a little iffy.
They really are. They're a little iffy, but
everything's got a stereotypical situation. Everything also has its extremists.
Yeah,
that make it worse for the people who just want to use it as a way to make their lives better. But I just feel like it's funny that there's like the stereotypical versions of these in horror where it's like the back and forth.
I'd kind of like to see. I don't know. I kind of want to see like something from a different angle or point of view.
Yeah,
we only see things that are. I feel like mostly in horror you get demons and it's. Like supernatural horror. Yeah. You get demons and it's Christian. That's all it is.
It's like the Conjuring movies and stuff where it's like we get hunting and demons and then you get these people that are all high and mighty Christian who are just like say good and evil, good versus evil.
Same thing with
Christian versus demon.
It's the same thing with like ghost hunting shows. I want to see more of them that aren't Christian based.
I also want to see because not everything's a fucking demon.
It's not everything's demon.
Not everything needs to be an inhuman demon spirit. Like we just like calm down.
I don't know. I want to see like one from just a different point of view.
Different perspective. There is that movie that I think we should watch at some point called I think it was Presence, where it's a ghost movie, but it's from the perspective of the ghost.
Oh.
With Lucy Liu.
Okay.
Steven Soderbergh did it, I think. But it looked interesting. I don't know how much of a horror movie it is, but it is from the perspective of a ghost. Because they tried to do that with slasher movies with that A Most Violent Nature movie or A Violent Nature.
Yeah.
And I watched it and it's like, it's cool to see the perspective of the killer, but this is boring as fuck.
I'm talking about
I'm sorry.
I'm talking about like fully a different perspective.
Fully different, yeah.
Is there like a Bollywood? I'm sure there's some Bollywood horror movies. No, I'm like talking like complete. Take Christian ideology the fuck out of it and make a different kind of movie. Can we do that?
Yeah.
That's kind of what I want. That's what I'm kind of getting.
Yeah.
A horror movie about like a tribe in Africa.
Well,
I don't know, like just something that's like different.
That's why we like movies like
that isn't coming from the same place all of the time.
Yeah, because like even like Hereditary ended up being a demon.
Yeah,
at some point. It's not like they were like overly a religious family or anything, but it ends up being a demon in the end. Haman, and then Bring Her Back was the same. It was a demon situation. Talk to Me was not really demons. It was like ghosts that were just violent.
Yeah, that's
violent
true.
Spirits.
That one could have been.
They could
have taken that.
That one was borderline, and
they could have taken that to an Aboriginal area.
They could have,
like
But
I don't know if the director probably was not Aboriginal.
Well, I think they're New Zealand, Australia. They're Australian.
Well, they could still be like Maori or something.
Yeah, exactly.
But you know.
But that one was still a really good take on like a Ouija board style movie.
Yeah.
But so that one was just Violent Spirits. But I would love to see one that doesn't just it doesn't always have to fucking end as it's an inhuman demon spirit. We have to use Christianity or whatever.
Yeah.
It can just be a fucking ghost that doesn't like you.
That too.
Like, you know what I mean?
Too.
Like, if you're gonna do a ghost movie, it can just be a spirit that's just a piece of shit. Like, it doesn't have to be an inhuman demon.
Yeah.
Like,
that's entirely true.
Yeah.
Anywho, her.
Because like I'm not saying like all those movies are bad.
Yeah.
Because like The Conjuring is they're good. It's just it very much. If you were to boil it down, it's very much church propaganda bullshit. A lot of the time.
Yeah. Where were we? Her father attempts to perform the exorcism. The detectives burst in, desperate attempt to stop the ritual. Chaos erupts as the cult members fight back because they pull off sawed-off shotguns and like.
Yeah. And
in the midst of the violence, Maxine's father escapes with the detectives hot on his trail.
Yeah.
Refusing to let her tormentor slip away, MaXXXine follows them into the night. When she catches up, she finds one detective dying. It says, like, finds them dead, but no, she finds one of them dying, and the other one's like, hey, apply pressure, he dies. Then she's like, okay, I'll keep going after them. She's like, I got him. But she has a crucifix in her eye, or
yeah,
a cross in her eye,
he like took off his crucifix, like stabbed her in the eye with it.
Yeah, and then she falls down the hill, dies.
Yeah. Does she die now?
Well, she falls down the hill. I assumed she did.
Probably, maybe.
I just kind of assumed.
And then MaXXXine confronts her father.
Yeah, no one left to help her. MaXXXine realizes that it is up to her to take control of her fate, fueled by anger, fear, and cocaine. That's not what it says, but she was.
Cocaine.
Cocaine. And a burning desire to finally be free. So stupid. She tracks down her father and kills him in a final desperate confrontation.
Blows his head right off.
First of all, she's like got the gun, and then she goes into this fantasy of like she's an A-list star now, and like all of the, and then it goes back to reality where she's like,
say it with me.
Yeah.
I will not accept a life I do not deserve. And then she shoots him in the face.
And then his head
explodes everywhere.
Which was great.
Yeah. And then
but there's a cop, there's like a police helicopter above her. So you kind of don't know whether she's going to get blamed for this shit too or not.
And this is like, and then it cuts to like a few months after this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With the nightmare finally over.
Yeah.
MaXXXine returns to the movie set where she begins filming her scenes with renewed determination.
Well, this is after because all this happened after the director was like, whatever's going on with you that's getting in the way of this movie, squash it. She's like, I intend to.
That's so funny. I intend to. MaXXXine returns to the movie set. She begins filming her scenes with renewed determination. She knows that her journey has been dark and twisted, but now she's ready to take charge of her own destiny and become the movie star she has always dreamed of being. That's kind of implied. I don't like that they wrote that, but okay. Yeah, happy ever after.
She's in the pictures.
She's in the pictures.
She got what Pearl couldn't.
It was a very abrupt ending.
It is a pretty abrupt
ending. I was kind of like, what?
Yeah, okay. A little abrupt ending.
Yeah.
Of her severed head on the bed.
Oh yeah, because they were showing her a scene of.
It backs out.
They were showing her a scene of her prosthetic head on the bed.
Like, it looks so real.
Looks so real.
Which is funny because she's there with her head looking up, and you're gonna hate me for it, but that's like how The Shining ends when he's dead in the maze. His eyes are looking up at you. Yeah. Oh yeah.
I was saying one day we're gonna do a special 4-hour episode of The Shining.
We're gonna do it at some point.
And I'm just gonna take a nap.
I'm just gonna talk.
I'm just gonna talk.
I'm just gonna go on a 4-hour rant about The Shining because I could. It's literally like my favorite movie of all time. I love that movie so much.
Yeah.
It's just.
It is really good. I should watch it again because I've only seen it once.
We can watch it again.
Yeah, well, we will.
But the visual, I saw it first when I was around 7 years old, 6 or 7. And that is what catapulted my love for horror, film, and photography. Okay. Yeah, it was like formative. Gotcha. Like that's literally what created my love for film was watching The Shining and Psycho when I was a young kid. And it actually scared me back then. It doesn't scare me anymore, really, obviously, because I've seen it 30 times. But visually, that movie makes my brain so happy. Like it's such a stimulating visual movie for me. But yeah, that's what formed my love of all of this stuff. Yeah. And why I became obsessed with horror and why we even do this is because now I get to get people into horror movies who aren't usually into horror movies.
That's true.
It's funny because I'm always like, do you watch this? And like everybody I talk to is like, I don't watch horror. I can't handle it.
Yeah, I hear that from a lot of people now.
So many people.
When I talk about like that we do this, you know. And I think I saw a lot of horror movies that were within a specific genre, and I think they just triggered some PTSD for me on many accounts. So I just was like, I don't like horror, you know.
A lot of people have their genre that they like, but horror is one of those genres that has so many subgenres in it, and a lot of things are considered horror and can be scary. So it's just like, there's so many subgenres.
And I will say some of these are becoming some of my favorite movies now.
Honestly, because some of them are masterpieces. I will give it, like,
Like The Substance is just an absolute masterpiece of a movie. And
Yeah.
I
And that's like
it.
body horror. Like, that's another subgenre.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. And
which I just saw an interview recently. Apparently, John Carpenter hated that movie.
Really?
Everything about it. Hated everything about it. And the thing is, it's like, yeah, The Thing is good, and The Thing is a masterpiece of a movie.
Yeah.
But, John Carpenter hasn't been the foremost scholar on horror movies in decades. So,
Yeah, I feel like a lot of
he is not the end-all, be-all.
I feel like a lot of these old boomer white
They
men
get so fucking weird about
get
it.
really weird. Like that, who is it that only watches his own movies now?
Oh, Ridley Scott.
Ridley Scott.
And it's like, listen, I'll give him Blade Runner, I'll give him the original Alien, and
Well, no, he had great movies.
he had great movies,
But does
Gladiator,
he have them now?
things like that. But he doesn't. He ran the Alien franchise into the ground.
They're self-referential
with those
It's
prequels,
terrible.
like,
Yeah.
other than Romulus, which is good, but that's not him.
Yeah, exactly.
Fede Alvarez did the remake of Evil Dead, did that, and that was good. Romulus is so good. You still need to watch that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like you had your good movies, and then you ran your franchise into the fucking ground.
Yeah.
James Cameron had his good movies, and then is now running the Avatar franchise into the ground with like 20 more movies that he's got planned for it.
They get their head up their ass, and they're just getting money, so they just don't,
That was one of the best jokes when Tina Fey and Amy Poehler were hosting the Golden Globes, when she was talking about Catherine Bigelow, who was like a great female. She's a great female director she did like Point Break and Zero Dark 30 and things like that.
I haven't seen it.
But she was like, she was nominated for Zero Dark 30, which is obviously about like the people that went and got Osama bin Laden and stuff.
Oh, okay.
And she's like, I haven't seen Zero Dark 30, but when it comes to torture, I believe the woman who was married to James Cameron for 3 years. like he wasn't there.
I remember that.
But it's gotta be true. But like James Cameron had his thing. He, The Abyss, Titanic, all those movies. Like, these people were really good at a certain time period.
Yeah.
And that includes Steven Spielberg. Who, like, he's not as bad, but a lot of people get their head up their ass about this shit because they're just they're not fully relevant anymore.
Exactly.
And they haven't changed with the times to be relevant.
And it's always old white men because, like, they just can't take someone challenging their, like, I'm the foremost scholar on this. You can't.
This is why I still like people like Spielberg. Of course, his movies are like, I wrapped it up in a bow and it has a nice ending, whatever.
Yeah.
But him as a person, when he goes and sees other people's movies, like
he's still very
into it. You can tell how much he loves it.
He went to Oh Mary. On Broadway and was like obsessed with it.
He's the one who went and saw Paranormal Activity and told him like, "Here's money, change the ending. I want to help you make it."
Well, I wish he hadn't done that,
but you know what I mean.
But nonetheless, like he has a vested interest in the future
of film. Same with Martin Scorsese.
Yeah, exactly.
These people stay with the times and still make things for the times. Yeah. And there was another thing with Spielberg. Oh, there was the new Paul Thomas Anderson movie with Leonardo DiCaprio that just came out. It's like something battles. It was really good.
I don't know.
But he's like I literally saw it 3 times in a row. I couldn't stop watching it. It was so good. Like he stays up to date on these movies because he just loves movies.
Yeah.
Instead of like getting pissy that maybe like people aren't talking about their older movies anymore and things like that. He just loves movies.
Yeah.
The same with Martin Scorsese. They just love movies. And it's just John Carpenter has not been. He's not been relevant in that kind of thing for decades. Like, I'm sorry. Like, his opinion has not mattered for a long time when it comes to horror because horror has changed since 1980.
It's changed a lot because we got to see some 80s on this one.
Yeah.
And with that, let us go to Trivia Corner.
Trivia Corner.
Trivia Corner.
And I'm in no shape or form.
Do a Halloween. Yeah.
Trivia Corner. I am in no way, shape, or form saying that John Carpenter is a bad director because obviously Halloween.
No. Well, that's not what we were saying.
No, Halloween, The Thing, all of his.
We're saying like let other people have the spotlight.
And don't be a bitch about it.
And don't be a little bit.
We got Trivia Corner. So MaXXXine at a certain point is wearing a shirt that says "We," which is a reference to "We," a men's adult pornographic magazine published in the United States featuring explicit nude photographs. We ceased publication in 2007, but it was men's adult pornographic magazine. MaXXXine was originally developed as the end of the X trilogy. Ty West later stated in February of 2024 that he has plans for a fourth film, which would depend on the third film's reception.
Oh, well.
This one reception-wise still did pretty good.
It did? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, it was still a good movie.
Yeah.
Was it my favorite out of
Not
the
of the three. Pearl is still my favorite of the three. I think MaXXXine is the weakest of the three, but it's still very good.
It's still very good.
Yeah. In May 2024, West confirmed he was working on a fourth film that he may develop, and that he may develop it as his next project. In August 2024, in a Reddit Ask Me Anything, he said he's happy with where he left it, and he may have it remain as a trilogy. Yeah. So he's going back and forth on it.
I think it should stay where it's at, honestly.
Well, because I don't know if he would keep going with MaXXXine or if he would do something else in it.
Yeah.
And you don't really need to keep doing things in the same world, right? Yeah. When Molly Bennett, Lily Collins, talks to MaXXXine outside of her trailer, she says that actresses have to stick together, similar to what Mitzi says to Pearl about sisters-in-law sticking together in Pearl.
Yeah.
Mia Goth is the granddaughter. Oh god, this is going to be like a life thing. I'm just reading this. Mia Goth is the granddaughter of Brazilian actress Maria Gladys. As Goth became more popular in Brazil, this became a popular curiosity, ended up going viral after being repeated so many times by people. Marketing for this film in Brazil decided to exploit this. And the granddaughter of Brazilian actress Maria Gladys succeeded Goth's name whenever it was mentioned while promoting the movie, despite Gladys having no connection to it.
That's funny.
Because she was her granddaughter. After MaXXXine finishes her audition at the beginning of the film and sees all the other actresses waiting in line, there's a sign that reads X Factor, something mentioned in Pearl and X. Director Ty West's fiance, Allison Wonderland, makes a brief cameo in the film as a DJ in the Neon Hearts Club MaXXXine lures John Levant to. So she was the DJ.
Oh, yeah.
Changing up records. That's Ty West's wife. Or fiance. The filmmakers went old school, quote, during production. The movie was made the same way as it would have been made in the 1980s, i.e. using the same camera equipment as back then and avoiding modern trickery when filming. So they didn't use any modern tricks, and they used only 80s film equipment.
Oh, that's cool.
The only film equipment that would have been available back then.
You can kind of tell. Yeah, I like that.
But this is why I say all the time that he's so good at filming movies for the time period. I mean, you forget sometimes that The House of the Devil is filmed in 2009.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
That one.
I kept forgetting that it wasn't a 70s movie.
Like Pearl and X and everything, it looks modern.
A little more modern, yeah.
But that one.
But you can still, it still looks really good for the time period.
Yeah.
But that one.
House of the Devil's
you forget.
Fully in the
that
period.
It's 2009.
Yeah.
While MaXXXine and the director of the movie in a movie, Puritan 2, Elizabeth Bender, played by Elizabeth Debicki, are on the set for Psycho and Psycho 2. Bender tells MaXXXine, "Congratulations, you made it to the belly of the beast," referring to Hollywood. In the film Psycho 2, the character Mary, played by Meg Tilly, is reading a book while staying at the base motel called In the Belly of the Beast. A copy of the book is seen lying on the ground in Psycho 3 in 1986, filmed 1 year after the events in MaXXXine. Lead actress Mia Goth, MaXXXine May, stated that the story for this film, in her opinion, is the best out of the three.
I disagree.
See, I disagree.
Hard disagree, Mia.
Sorry to disagree with you. It's still very good, but I do disagree that it is the strongest.
But then again, if I was it's different when you're acting in it. Obviously, I'm sure.
Well, if you feel like her being in it and playing that, I get it.
Yeah.
The fictional movie within the movie, The Puritan, has the tagline, "Her faith will be tested, her soul will be tormented." That's so funny.
I did like the guy that was gonna kill her or mug her, and she says freeze Buster, and he was dressed as Buster Keaton.
Yeah,
which is great.
Which is all the Hollywood people dressed as characters, obviously the Linda Carter Wonder Woman and all that stuff.
Yeah,
so good. Oh yeah, freeze Buster.
Buster.
Got a long one here.
Oh god.
The video shop worker names Jamie Lee Curtis, John Travolta, Demi Moore, and Brooke Shields as celebrities who got their start in horror movies. Jamie Lee Curtis's breakout role as Laurie Strode in the horror film Halloween in 1978. John Travolta's first significant movie role as Billy Nolan in Carrie, 1976.
Oh yeah, I did know that.
That was our first movie we ever did for this. Demi Moore's first horror movie was sci-fi horror film Parasite, 1982, which was her second film feature. And Brooke Shields' first ever film role was as Karen Spages in horror film Alice, Sweet Alice in 1976 when she was 11.
Wow.
Another example appears in the film Kevin Bacon was Friday the 13th was his first movie. Again, actors getting a start in horror.
Brooke Shields was in the movie when she was 11, and then at 13 she was like being asked to like look really sexy for an ad. It's disgusting.
God.
Anyway.
Nobody ever said Hollywood is perfect.
True.
And I kind of... people who love film a lot of the times can very much separate Hollywood itself from the movies.
Yeah.
Because Hollywood itself... fucking iffy. There's a montage of costumed buskers on Hollywood Boulevard, referencing a variety of film roles, including in the montages one dressed as Buster Keaton, who seems to be lurking in the shadows rather than seeking tips. MaXXXine addresses him as Buster. He did look pretty good as Buster Keaton, though.
Yeah.
According to Mia Goth, she listened to 1980s music such as Blondie to immerse herself in the setting of the movie, which is funny because Blondie had no hits in the 80s. They were very much a 70s and 90s band. Yeah. They released nothing in the 80s. Literally nothing in the 80s. But it did not give her the energy that she needed, quote. Instead, she listened to hip-hop artists such as Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole, and Eminem to give her more confidence. Which would make sense. The Peep Show venue Show World depicted in the film was an actual Hollywood Boulevard adult venue in the 1970s and 80s. Although it was an adult cinema known as the Cave Theater and not a peep show at the time. That's what it's called, a peep show.
Peep show.
That was the name I was looking for.
Yeah. We have private dancers.
Yes.
Dancers for money.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. This same site was utilized as a filming location for the adult movies Candy Goes to Hollywood and Sweet Alice, as well as the exploitation movie Angel. And in more recent times, the venue has operated as a gentleman's club.
Huh?
So the venue is still there.
Yeah.
It's real. It's just been multiple things. But it was an actual place. But it was more of like a dancer thing. Not a peep show. Each of the films in the MaXXXine trilogy pays tribute to the three different horror genres: slasher, psychological, and giallo. Giallo horror. MaXXXine's Mercedes is the same model as that used by Jenny Summers in Beverly Hills Cop 1984. That Mercedes is fire. That I love those old Mercedes like that. Even the old Volvos that look like that. And BMWs. They're so cute. Those 80s BMWs and Mercedes. But Mercedes back then ran on diesel. Was not unleaded, and some of it was diesel gas.
Oh.
From what I remember, they had diesel engines because it was German-made diesel engines.
Fun one towards the end here I saw was when MaXXXine smashes the camcorder being used by the private detective. It's the same camcorder used in Back to the Future.
Is it really?
And they were just in the Back to the Future lot when she does that.
That's so funny. The religious protester in the Satan Stole My Daughter shirt is meant to be the father of Lorraine Day, Jenna Ortega's character from the original film X. Oh shit.
Lovely.
That's funny.
Yeah.
You should have made more of a reference. That's funny.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
I like that they didn't really make... Oh, you'll like this one. When Liz drives MaXXXine to the Bates Motel in the backlot, Liz resembles Norman Bates, being a tall woman wearing a brown coat and has her hair done in the style of Mother Bates's wig.
That's funny. That's funny. Yeah, Psycho is also one of my favorite movies of all time. I love Psycho so much.
I do like that this one, he loves Betty Davis, the director, evidently, because...
Oh, very much.
The movie begins with a Betty Davis quote, "In this business, until you're known as a monster, you're not a star."
Yeah, which sounds like something that the Boulet brothers would say.
Yeah, it does. And the film ends with Kim Carnes' song "Betty Davis Eyes." And then Ty West did recommend that Mia Goth watch Whatever Happened to Baby Jane to prepare for Pearl. So yeah.
The dance young MaXXXine performs in her father in the beginning flashback of the film is the exact choreography from Pearl.
Yeah.
They keep bringing that dance back, which is it's a cool reference throughout. Just before MaXXXine confronts and attacks John Labatt, Kevin Bacon, for stalking her, she is listening to America's Top 40 with Casey Kasem. Casey Kasem. In that broadcast, Kasem states that the new #1 song in the USA was St. Elmo's Fire, Man in Motion by John Parr, which means this film takes place on the week of September 7th, 1985. Which, that's crazy. I think, didn't Casey Kasem also play Shaggy and Scooby-Doo?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I I think he also did Scooby-Doo's voice.
Full circle. No, it's okay. Yeah.
I think he also did Scooby-Doo's voice. He did Shaggy and Scooby-Doo.
Yeah, I think he did.
Yeah,
I think he
that's
did.
funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were just talking about the Scooby-Doo live-action movie and how Matthew Lillard played him.
Yeah, and I haven't seen it.
Yeah, attack this person. But yeah, I forgot that Casey Kasem was.
Yeah.
I remember his voice on the radio. Casey Kasem.
Yeah. He also did the. Did he do the New Year's Eve countdowns too, or is that someone else? That's Dick Clark. I think it's Dick Clark.
Dick Clark, New Year's Rockin' Eve.
Yeah, thinking of him. Are we? There's a lot of trivia.
Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot more here, but I feel like those are good. What how did you feel about this one?
So I liked it a lot. I did like it a lot. It wasn't the strongest of the three, and it did not have the weight that I felt with the first two.
Yes.
The first two had a certain weight about them, and this did not. It seemed a bit disjointed to me in comparison to the other ones. Just my opinion.
Well, and whenever you take things like for X, and you have Howard and Pearl.
Yeah.
They weren't just evil villain. You could tell that there was more to there.
I would have liked this one more had it truly tied the father in more, like you said.
Yeah.
Until you just know at the end, I don't know, but I still liked it.
It's still very good.
Yes, I'm gonna give it a 4. I'm gonna give it 4 crosses in the eye.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Because it's still a good movie.
I'm gonna give it 4 parties in the hills.
4 parties in the hills.
Which, if anybody's throwing a party in the hills, then you want to invite me.
4 geese full of cocaine. 4 ceramic geese full of cocaine.
It was literally a huge ceramic goose full of cocaine. There was so much cocaine.
That was in the trivia too. It was a goose because Pearl kills a goose at the beginning of.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
That's insane. All right.
Anyway, everybody, thank you so much for watching this. If you still do.
If you still do. We're still having fun doing it.
I'm still having fun doing it. Some are having more fun than others. No, I'm just kidding.
And they're not here.
They're not here.
They're not here.
No. So
they're at a party in the hills.
They're at a party in the hills. They're in this pumpkin. So subscribe,
comment.
Yeah.
Ask us questions.
Yeah.
Instagram is HorrorLegendPod. Blue Sky is the same. Still I post things when I can on there, and I post what's coming up next. So
I'm trying to post more on, or I'm kind of just putting things on stories on Instagram. I'm trying,
which
to
is
do that
that's fun.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
That's helpful to me.
Maybe I'll try to come up with some posts too. I'll run them by you first.
You don't have to approve things. This is our podcast.
Yeah, I'll come up with some stuff.
If you think it fits, post it.
Okay. So you might see some more posts.
Yeah.
So,
and you might see some more from us in our other Instagrams and our other live.
Well, we are going to be going to the haunted Copper Queen Hotel
in Bisbee.
In November, end of November. So, I'm definitely bringing some ghost hunting equipment. For the hell of it.
Yeah, we might post a little video.
Maybe we'll post a little video.
We don't know.
So,
the room we got
is one of the most haunted.
One of the most haunted, where one of the former owners of the hotel died.
Yeah, and it's not really it's funny because their website has the popular rooms, Billy's room, and I forget. There's Lily Langtree's.
That was the one we were supposed to have.
That's the one I was gonna have, but then and I also really wanted the one with the prostitute that hung herself. But Jesus. That was a 1 queen bed, and we wouldn't. It would not be.
This ain't a 1 queen bed type of situation.
Yeah. So, there's 2 queens staying there, so we need 2. But anyway, yeah. But this one is where one of the former owners died. He shows up in a top hat and smoking a cigar.
You can smell cigar
smoke.
You can
smell cigar smoke. We'll see. Yeah. We'll see if that happens. We'll see if we get any earth-shattering evidence that rivals any other ghost
Watcher
thing that ever happened.
Paranormal State and
if we get evidence,
ghost
real evidence, we're gonna be a ghost hunting channel now.
Oh, 100%.
FYI. Okay.
Yeah, we'll figure it the fuck out.
We'll figure it out.
But we'll do horror movies and ghost hunting.
Yeah.
We're coming for you, Alex LeMay.
We're coming for you, Watcher.
Watcher.
Shane and Ryan.
Ghost Adventures, Dash Baggins.
We're not as entertaining as Shane and Ryan. I'm sorry, I will never be as entertaining as Shane.
God, or as cute.
Or as adorable. Anyway.
Ryan's so cute. But yeah, thank you. Yeah. Thank you
They're married and straight.
I know. Thank you for watching. We appreciate it. We just do this for fun. So, yeah, any interaction with us is appreciated.
Do some pumpkin ASMR.
Until next time.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Do not accept a life you do not deserve.
No, never.